Greetings, Mech Warriors. My name is TTB, and this, of course, is German Mechgineering. Welcome back to everybody. Today we're gonna run the Warhammer Black Widow in a RAKKADakka build that I have not done yet so far, but I wanted to try it out, and it turns out it is quite lovely. Let's turn this beautiful hero mech around. If you don't have the Warhammer Black Widow, it is a very, very solid heavy mech, one of the best for dakkaing away at the enemy, and has this nice like spider web camouflage. So it's a really enjoyable mech. If it's on sale, I recommend you get it. Now, as you can see, we're using racks and AC2s in this build, and they're all fairly central to the torso, fairly high up, so basically anything you can see, you can basically shoot, which is really, really nice. Now let's go over the build, guys. The basis of this build is going to be an XL280 engine. Yes, you heard me right, XL Warhammer. No, this is not dangerous. No, you will not die instantly, guys. You just gotta have some skills in positioning and in torso twisting and choosing your engagements wisely, and then an XL engine is no more dangerous than a light engine. Aside, of course, from the fact that if you lose a side torso, you're dead, but guys, don't focus too much about safety, focus about dealing damage and killing the enemy. And safety comes later. So, as you can see, we have two Rack 5s, we've got two AC2s, we've got 5 tons of Rack 5 ammo, 2 in the CT, 2 in each in the legs, and then 1 in the side torso here, as well as 1 up here in the head. Okay, never mind, I actually spoke the wrong thing here. So we've got 6 tons of Rack 5 ammo. Haha, TTB can do math. Math is hard, okay? Then we've got 3 tons of AC2 ammo, and we lower the arms almost down to the bare bones. We lower the head quite a bit, and we lower the legs a little bit to be able to fit all of this. Now, what you could do, if you wanted, if you feel that this is too much ammo, you will never ever use that, you just go ahead and remove the ammo here in the head and use that gained weight to actually fit light ferrofibers. And at this point, you can just go ahead and armor this mech up the wazoo, get all the armor into the arms, and spread them out a little bit more evenly, of course. But you get the gist of it, right? So we'll be able to get the arms up from 8 armor to 39 each, if I am not completely wrong. There we go. So that will be a slightly more healthy approach. You can use the arms to shield them, but as you can see, these arms are not huge. They don't cover a huge area of your body, so you most likely will get hit on the side torso anyway, so that's why I didn't bother and why I chose to actually stay with lower armor and 1 ton ammo more. Firepower 113, of course, this is due to the Rack 5s. Speed is gonna be 64 kph. The video that you're going to see, guys, has full mobility nodes. I tweaked the build for you guys so that it has better heat management and better survivability, but I'm gonna go into that in a second here. We're already looking at the skill tree here. In the firepower tree, you will see some familiar stuff and some not so familiar stuff. Let's talk about the familiar first. On the right-hand side, enhanced rack UAC 1 and 2, magazine capacity 1 and 2, and all the heat gen nodes. So far so good, nothing interesting there. On the left-hand side, though, I have 1 node here of high explosive for the missiles, and we don't run missiles, but I needed that so I could basically get a shortcut to get down to the heat gen nodes on the left side here faster, so that instead of spending 2 points on 2 points of cooldown, I'm just spending 1 point, and that allows me to get an extra node of heat gen, which basically means with this tree we have all the heat gen nodes except the one over there. Okay. Then we go into the survival tree. We go full survival, no AMS overload 1 and 2, no shock absorbance or the stuff in the center, but everything else, all the armor hardening nodes, all the stealth density nodes on the side, we all have that, and that makes this mech a little bit more tanky and a little bit more survivable. Then we go into operations. We invest down to heat containment 4 and 5. That allows us to keep shooting a little bit longer and keep running a little bit more cool. Nothing in sensors, we just can't afford that. We are a very offensive mech, so we're not worried that much about defensive stuff. And then in the auxiliary tree, I would say you could go with either double cool shot, or you go with double cool shot with cool shot cooldown and double RD as always. Now see, the point is here, I didn't even have a point here in cool shot cooldown, so I would have to remove another point here, get the reinforced casing point off, put that into cool shot cooldown, and we're fine. And this is going to be the skill tree that I'm linking you guys. Now, what you could do, if you remove some of the firepower nodes and the right-hand side of the survival tree, you can invest that into the mobility tree and basically get full speed tweak and make this mech go a lot faster, around 74 kph or so. But, of course, you pay with that with less survivability. So, for you guys, I think it's best to make this mech a little bit slower, but still have full survivability. And this is the skill tree that I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, enough about that. let's take this bad boy, take it into a dropship and see how it performs. I'll see you there. Alrighty guys, here we are on our first map. It is going to be HPG Manifold. We're pushing around the corner towards Delta 5. My assault mates are right behind me and we are gonna take the charge here, which of course is a very sensible thing to do. I mean, we're just running an XL engine, right, and we're already taking a little bit of fire. But you know what, that's okay. I know I've got my teammates behind me and I'm hoping that they will push with me and not me being the only guy that gets shot in the face. But unfortunately, so far we are at 79% of our mech, so it turns out to me that I was the bravest and the team was not brave enough so far. But that's okay. We will just have to wait for them a little bit, play a little bit more passive, and hopefully not get murdered by that RakkaDakka catapult over there. But he's getting learned right now. He's going to be running, and that Warhawk right here is also going to be running right now after he gets massaged by my beautiful rotary AC5 and AC2 combo. Okay, we have to spin down our racks now. They are a little bit overheated. Let's go ahead, use that time to cool down, and then hopefully take towards the top here with our teammates and engage the enemy that is already on the top, rotating around towards us. Guys, you already know the drill. If you are on the top, you have the easiest inside track. You can rotate the fastest on this map, and whichever team runs along the bottom is generally the team that's going to lose this one. And unfortunately I have to run around the bottom now because if I'm the only guy exposing up top, especially with an XL engine, I will just get shot very quickly and I will be dead, and that will not help anybody, because if we know how this game is going, we might have to clutch this one, so let's try and stay alive. Okay, also, by the way, let's shoot on that Stalker and that Shadowhawk over there. That is beautiful, getting some good shots into targets here. The leg on the Shadowhawk is almost busted now. And now we have the top, actually, so we have the inside track. Our assault mechs, Delta 5 down below, might be in trouble here, but since we have the inside track, we can instantly rotate around here and try to support him if we can see him. Okay, he's down below there. Alright. Don't see any targets right now, so we might have to move a little bit further toward the left-hand side here to be able to shoot down at these guys. There we go. Hello there, gentlemen. How is it going? Are you enjoying the massage? I hope so. A catapult should be almost dead, and there's an enemy assault mech down below, so let's jump down here and engage this guy. Oh, that's the Warhawk from before. Hang on. Let's get a clear line of sight, and let's bring the fun. Okay, he's down. 3 kills over 2, so this is very close right now, but still manageable. Some enemies down below, which I really like, because if they're down below, they're 100% useless to their team, because as long as no one of our guys are below, they just might not exist. So what they're doing is effectively depriving themselves of firepower, which I of course wholeheartedly support. So let's go ahead and do some fire onto that enemy Bloodars. Go for CT straight, and he's done. Beautiful. Switching over onto the enemy Dervish. He's got lurms and whatnot and lasers, but it doesn't matter. We just do a lot of damage to him. He's gonna run for cover. Teammate gets the lurm support in, and everything is hunky-dory. Do you see the DAKKA coming from the right-hand side? My teammates are just ignoring it a little bit right now. Even the Firestarter is ignoring it, but I'm not ignoring it. I think that is maybe the Shadowhawk to our right here. Yep, that's the Shadowhawk from before. Let's go ahead and engage him. Get some good RakkaDakka onto his side torso and the leg. Yep, I got the leg actually, so that means he is going to be very stationary now and should be dead here any second. He's running a weird combination of racks and SRMs, which I do not support, guys, because racks force you to stare, and with SRMs you want to be twisting. Speaking about twisting, let's go onto the Stalker, try and get the kill here. RakkaDakka, boom! Come on, die already. There we go. And now we find ourselves face to face with a catapult, which is really big and really scary, but luckily he was running XL apparently, so Ripperoni Jabroni, 8 kills over 5. This is looking good for us, guys. Really good for us. The Shadowhawk is almost dead, and we can orient ourselves towards the center again. Ooh, there's a Nightjar ducking away at me, and some MRMs coming my way as well. I need to be very careful here with my side torsos, guys, because they're very open, and as you know, we are XL, so we need to be careful. But that doesn't mean we run away. That still means we stay in target, and we go ahead and do some more damage. Maybe even get that Dervish that is weirdly lagging. Holy hell, there was a lot of lag. I couldn't even follow him. That Nightjar should not be long for this world. Let's just give him a little bit of DAKKA support from down below here. Teammate takes him down. Beautiful. And at this point, it's just the Arctic Wolf left alive, and his side torso is very, very open, and he will be dead here. I'm gonna jump down, I think, to try and see if I can cut him off. If he jumps down, I will catch him. If not, then my teammates will just kill him, and that's gonna be it. Yep, there we go. The teammates got him before he was able to jump down. As you can see from the paper doll, guys, we are a little bit orange, sometimes even dark orange, but not dead. This is how you twist and tank and live in an XL engine. 2 killing blows, 10 assists, 1 solo kill, 5 kill most damage dealt, 1102 damage done, 400 damage taken, and 11 components taken out in an XL Black Widow, guys. Don't be afraid of XL engines, just play accordingly. And guys, if you enjoy this content, if you enjoy the builds, go ahead, check out my Patreon page, become an active member of Team TTB. And of course, we're gonna jump right into the next match. And this is going to be on everybody's darling Terra Firma. It's gonna get hot. Well, let's see if we can find some hot targets and make them even hotter by hitting them with metal. Okay, yep, there is 2 or 3 targets right up front, and this is too much DAKKA coming my way, so I have to pull that back here. I don't have my teammates around here with me yet because they're still walking, so let's instead go to a different position that's also good for DAKKAing. If you're coming from this side here, from the Gulf 5 area, you can have 2 positions basically in Gulf 6 and Gulf 7 that you can take on those ramps here where you can shoot at the enemy very nicely. I just need to make sure that no enemies push in from the Gulf 8 area where they might be flanking you. So the good thing is I have 2 scouts out right now in Gulf 8 if you look at the radar, and that means we're good to go and get the DAKKA in. Also drop an artillery strike on these guys in the back here and just keep trading with them while my teammates are still slowly but surely following in. Oops, some missiles coming my way here. Aha! Missed me! Well, if at first you succeed, try again the same thing. Let's see, Delta here up front, 500 meters, 570 meters. We don't get perfect damage in, but we get enough damage in here to really hurt that Jäger mech here. Laser AMS and 3 RAK2s, that's a toasty build, okay. Let's see what else we can find. I think the enemy team has been pushing towards us a little bit. Yep, they're coming closer now, especially some assaults here in that low ground areas between Gulf 6 and Gulf 7, which is a little bit of a problem. We can't hit them there, but we also are very safe from them because if they push towards us, they will have to push over a ledge and into us down below, and that means that we will just kill them with impunity. And guys, once again, I've said it so many times, heat vision is your friend on hot maps. It sounds totally counterintuitive, but heat vision is your friend. As you can see, I have much better chances seeing these targets in heat vision than I have in normal vision. So right now let's go to the Fafnir. He's heating up a little bit because he's shooting, but he's gonna be heated up even more now because my explosions are happening on all over his mech. Almost killed the side torso here. Side torso is ready to be open, and once again we are just switching targets, guys. We're not going for one specific target to kill here. I'm just trying to hammer down any targets and that I can see, just to not only weaken them but also to get them to retreat, because if they retreat they won't be firing, and that means that I can help to break up the enemy firing line, going once again onto the enemy Fafnir. Popping the cool shot now because I want to go for the kill shot here with my teammates. Didn't get it quite, but the alarms from my teammate take him down, and we switching over to Juliet again. The Eben Jack is next on the list. Okay, now as you can see we're very hot here and we are on Terra Firma, so now it is time to cool down a little bit, but also focus on new targets. For example, the Kodiak coming up front, he's CT open, and CT open means that he's got a giant bullseye on his head. Unfortunately, I can't shoot as much as I want to, but maybe, just maybe we can bring it home with the AC2s. Ah, not quite, but almost. Alright, 5 kills over 1, this is looking very good for us. I think the team could now just go ahead and push in and basically seal the deal here. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing here. Go in and do some damage onto these guys, just making sure that I'm covering my teammates while doing so. Now, as you can see, I'm standing in a little bit of lava flow right now, and that is really hampering my heat dissipation, so I need to be very careful here. They're cooking a little bit, it's not a good idea. Let's fall back a little bit, but once again, you see, lava flow. You need to be very careful on Terra Firma where you stand. All these bits of lava are very hot and they will keep heating up your mech, or will really mess up your heat dissipation, so make sure that you are careful with your positioning. Okay, 10 kills over 2, this one should be over. There's a Cougar over here, maybe we can go ahead and help our teammate to kill him here with lots of RAKKA and DAKKA. Is he overheated? No, he's exploded. Well, that's one way to overheat, I would guess. Okay, that was a fun round, just holding a position. Let's see how we did. By the way, guys, if you are the enemy team, don't push in on that side. That choke point is always bad news. 12 assists, 4 kill most damage dealt, 1065 damage done, 248 damage taken, 2 components taken out, so 2 1100-ish games back to back, guys. This is a really good build. Go ahead, try it out, let me know how it works, and if you like this video, thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Take care.